Go to work, but then I got 2156. Oh man. Something in my eye. Let's see what I like this. Yo, what's poppin'? My bad, y'all. Gotta get some supplies. Who called me? Ah, hold on. Yo, yo. Sleepy, tired. I'm wondering why this thing isn't going any faster. And it was definitely a final destination moment. This was under the freaking gas pedal. I'm wondering, like, why am I so slow? And there's your answer. Let me see if I can hide this like it's a weapon. What's good, man? I think I was here ready today. I was here ready, bro. Why is ladies sending me to the same places over and over? I appreciate that light. I appreciate that light. Today is the... What's popping? How you doing? Your bathroom light is working, right? The bathroom light?
Not the bathroom light.
The living room?
This one here.
Okay, I got you. Let me get the light and I'm gonna come right now and change it, okay?
All right.
Give me like 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Finally actually get to do some real work. I haven't done work like this in a minute. I don't know, like, they go on YouTube once people can comb and do stupid stuff and grab all their attention. I'm not gonna comb. I'm not combing down here. Nobody's attention me.
Your father, you asked me for a favor. I'm going to do it. Wait, so be on life, huh? You started too. You started grab a life. That's one thing I hate. When you get a haircut over the fucking hair. Yo, my light in my bathroom's fucking up too. But I don't know. What you think? Like when I switch the switch, it won't turn on. But if I go click, click, click like that, then it turn on.
Nah,
is that a shortage or something like?
Nah, it's fucked up.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta get a new
I gotta
one.
hit it a few times for the shit to turn on.
It's the balance that's fucked up, but you gotta get a new one. The shit is cheap anyway. But them shit say like a month later they fuck up.
Yeah, but you go in the bathroom. What's your name? I'm gonna keep the light on. She ain't got water.
Wait over there. 7 o'clock. Yeah, this shit.
None of this stuff. See, this why I got phone and shit. Like I ain't bring my two bag. Two bag would have been 50 pounds, 40, 60 pounds on my right arm. Alright, let me do this for this little old lady real quick. I'm back. I'm not sure if it's gonna turn off everything in the living room, okay?
All right.
Lawyer 1 good
Oh,
person.
no, we good.
I got a team of experts, and I really like that.
So commercial, actually, called Optima, and I don't have any more sleepless nights. Optima got to work.
After I made the call to Optima, based on how they handled it, based on the letters coming from the IRS, based on the letters coming from Optima, I knew at that point that this was going to be done.
Oh,
Why
wow.
go it alone?
You can have tax experts at Optima on your side. They specialize in the Fresh Start Initiative, a powerful IRS program that can save you thousands if you qualify. A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, Optima has been honored with numerous awards for delivering unparalleled customer service and results for their clients.
I owe the IRS $35,000. Now I'll move it up, and it feels wonderful.
I fell to my knees when I opened that letter and read what I read. Oh my God, it's unbelievable. I don't know why I did it.
I don't have to worry anymore, and I can sleep much better at night knowing that I'm not going to lose my home.
So don't wait. Maybe you have options. Like now, Optima's tax professionals are standing by, ready to help you now.
For a free consultation, call 800-587-6963.
Optima Tax Relief.
Do you have a pending lawsuit that you want Judge Mathis to decide? If so, call 1-888-VERDICT or visit us online at www.judgemathiscv.com.
Officer poses a prostitute arranged for the men to go to a room in an unnamed hotel where they thought they would be a prostitute. Instead, they met police detectives.
Plaintiff Shane Fuller says while dating the defendant, he got busted trying to solicit a prostitute.
Show me what it is you have to pay. Show me your name attached to some lease that requires you to pay. I also have your name on it. She's on the lease, and you abandoned it. I didn't just abandon it. I went through the proper notification. I just said it. What did the landlord say when you went through this? Did the landlord say you have to pay? No, they told me they were aware of the situation because I had been there several times and it was so violent. I'm officially moved out. This is after you moved out. I had already set the house prior to that. Correct, but like I said, I couldn't take it. I couldn't. Right, and you say this isn't your signature. No, sir. You have your driver's license from here. I don't see your name. Exactly.
He told the judge that it said yours truly.
Yeah. I'm glad I'm going to deal with that. That's it.
Plaintiff Nicole Doherty says she started getting it During this time, Nicole and the defendant were remarried together. But Nicole was like around until after she had 3 kids and went to prison. Nicole was suing because she claims the defendant used her name when she was arrested for prostitution. Detective Tracy West met Nicole in junior high when they were both in a gang. Tracy claims she became addicted to crack at age 17 and was in and out of prison, but she's been sober for 5 years. Tracy admits that she hurt Nicole while she was using drugs, but she insists she was
Start with you.
She's more than just a friend. She's my sister. We've been raised together in the same home since we were teenagers. And I was so very young and getting into a lot of trouble at the age of 10. I started gangbanging. At 12 years old, I started getting pregnant. And then by the time I was 16, I started selling drugs. And by the time I was 17, I had 3 children at the time. And then I was still doing time in juvenile prison, women's prison, did like 18 months. And while I was there, my brother was killed. And from there, I wanted to retaliate with him.
brought you there to the play?
Well, we was hiding out from the police and didn't know that God was meeting us there.
And how did you deal with that, going back to the same environment outside the church? You had to go home to the same environment. How did you stay strong?
Well, what happened with me was a lady that witnessed to me there. She was at the church and she was over the outreach department and actually a rehab, and they had opened up a home for people that was in recovery. But I wasn't on drugs, but I was addicted to gangbanging, addicted to that life. So she just used wisdom at the time. I later found out that she said, well, come help me do the home. And so I took my 2 sons with me. I had 3 at the time, but my mother raised her from birth. And so I took my 2 sons with me, and while I was there, they trained me, and I started on the road of deliverance and healing.
Did you ever have to return back to the same environment?
Well, I came back maybe a couple of times throughout the year because
Live there.
oh, well, maybe like 5 years later.
How long did you stay then?
Maybe like a year, 2 years, but I always had to move.
And I ask that because I'm convinced that in addition to wanting to change, the primary means is getting out of the environment. Because going to prison, coming right back to the same environment, to the same people, doing the same, having the same idle time. There's not many options. Drugs, you return back to the drug investigating, same people, same thing going on. Yeah, you come out 30 days, 45 days, 60 days. The day you see the crack going down.
Stay tuned because you can this. And later on Children's. I animated shows like, what are you trying to make me drunk? And he said,
Who that?
once we passed out, like,
Oh my God.
and said, like, this
Oh, yeah. Oh, what I just tell you. I just tell you that husband is trying to get a stroke. I just tell you.
Twitter and Instagram
Oh,
at
yes, you get it. They took me in rehab. They took me in rehab. They took me in rehab now. We have them there. Hold on, they go 50. Yeah. Hold on, they go 50 before. And the rehab. Yeah. And she tell me that oh, Junior. She don't listen. She don't stay but every day she going on the road. Where she going for that one? And I tell you, all of the day and the kids that I told you, their mother told me, I know she studied 81 years and never
You need to.
But she said she didn't go. Yeah, she said she didn't.
This sign right here. Good,
Well,
right?
you put that the front one?
Huh?
You put that the front one from that one?
No, the new one. Brand new one.
No, but it's different from that one.
Oh, the frame? No. Everything brand new.
But that's like different.
Yeah, it's a different style.
Yeah, that's it. Wait, this.
Sign right here. At the end.
Never increase. Guaranteed. This is lifelong coverage that can never be canceled as long as you pay premiums. Guaranteed. And your acceptance is guaranteed. With no health questions. You cannot be turned down because of your health. Call for your information kit and read about this rate lock.
Thank you. Have a good day, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the light is blue.
It's gonna be hard to take this out. Give me a second. Take a picture.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, let me take
Take a picture. Damn. That was something else. That was something else. Little old lady happy now. She happy now. See, when you do work like that for little old people, it's satisfying. Then when you gotta check to be home all day, doing no boyfriend sitting there doing nothing, it's like, damn, you couldn't get your boyfriend to fix your light? Damn. Ladies, get you a man that know how to do stuff. Because having to call other people to do it while you're having a man, it's crazy work. It's crazy work if you got a man who don't know how to change a lamp. Y'all see that every day. I go to some people's cribs. They either got a husband or boyfriend, right? And I see it all the time. All the time. I see it all the time, y'all. You should be married, have a boyfriend, mad stuff fucked up around the crib. Man don't do nothing. Just sit there, play 2K, Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto. Won't fix nothing in the house. That's crazy. That's crazy. All day playing 2K, can't fix the flap on the toilet. Won't even know how to fix a flap on the toilet. You just pick the tank up, the lid, and you see. Motherfuckers don't know how to change a lamp in there. Come on, bro. Motherfuckers can't unclog the toilet. There's no way you got a man. You should be calling outside workers to come unclog your toilet. There's no way. Down so I can see it. I love this BMW right here. I love this, but the color, the BMW is whack, but the color, hot fire. Hot fire.
the babies through. Let the babies through. Window guards.
We're at 3:35. Time is it? Well, it's about to be 3 o'clock. About to be that lunchtime. Yeah, I had a whole bunch of window gates here. A whole bunch of window gates. I don't see not one. That means... Yeah, do I got my comments on? Because people like come in and just to stare at me. That's weird. Weird, bro. Remember where they put the window gates? I was trying to figure out what you're doing. I'm at work right now. I'm at work. I have to locate some window guards so I could put on the window here so no kids will fall out the window.
but I'm trying to remember which building I had them in. I think they're across the street. Appreciate you stopping by. How do you say your name? Anissa? 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 I'm pretty sure I'm saying it wrong. Look, lads. Bamba lads. God damn. The policia, and I passed the building I had to go to. Oh my god. Alright, let's look for the stuff that we don't know where they're at. Oh, we think we know. This is a plot for a scary movie right here. Hello? Is anyone there? Hello? Serial killer. Oh, guess what? We don't have what I need. Well, we have it. I just don't know where they got it. Oh, right there. Nope, too small. Too small. Damn, those are definitely too small. I need to find those things. And so far, those are not the ones I need. Hello? Is anyone here? Hello? Alright, let's search the other room. Damn, I know we got them. Oh, by Mike. By Mike's office. Come on, guys. Let's play scavenger hunt. Let's play scavenger hunt. My data's in here, but I've never heard this stuff. Great, my key. Oh, wait. What the fuck? What's the sense? What's the sense? Oh, Lord. Hello? Anyone in here? Okay. There we go. Doors. Shitload of doors. No locked doors. Bathtubs. I don't need bathtubs. No doors. I need window gates. No locked doors. Gracias. Alright, so there's no window gates here, guys. Let's go to the next building and play. Where are the window gates? I sure as hell don't know. Shake it, warrior. Where are we going again? Mike's office. Yo, he got the Yankees with no brim. Oh, imagine niggas said they, bro, this is the NBA. Imagine that. A Yankee fitted with no brim. I got a brim. I got a brim. Hats all day. You said you got a Yankee fitted with no brim. Oh, we going the wrong way. You fucked me up with that one. Imagine they start coming out with that, yo. Yo, that would be crazy. You think motherfuckers are copper fitted with no brim? Yo, that'll look so crazy. Yo, somebody probably make that shit a style. If one rapper wears his fitted that way with no brim, I guarantee every gangster in America is gonna wear their fitted with no brim. The Yankees with all brims. You mean the bucket hat? That's called a bucket hat. He said with the 360 brim. Imagine a brim like this, 360. Oh my God. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. Alright, let's go scavenger hunting right now. That's what we doing right now, y'all. Scavenger hunt. That'll be wild, though. A hard-ass brim, 360 around your head. Damn. That shit definitely blocking the sun. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put all my fitteds on just so I can get a 360 brim just to see how the swag look. Yo, how everybody got cargo pants but me at work? Whose is this? Oh, the wrong Lewis. I need cargo pants. Stop playing with me. Damn, ain't no window gates over here. Bro, ain't no window gates over here. What the fuck they want me to do? I know there's a bathroom back here that I need to use. What's this? I ain't never seen this room. I ain't never seen this room. Oh shit. Alright, what's this? It's a compactor. Electrical closet. They don't got what I'm looking for. Oh. Check that out. Looking around. Yo, I ain't never chill up in here. Yep. You got a whole lounge area? I never lounged in it. That's crazy. How the fuck you got a lounge area and I ain't lounging it yet? I think you got TV there, couches and shit. Shit look like a hotel lobby. I ain't never chilling there. Alright, where else can we find these window gates, y'all? Where else can we find these window gates? I don't know. I don't know. Who dog is that? What's gonna happen? I'm gonna have to get in the cannot find window gates, people. Come on, guys. Where can I find these window gates at, guys? I'm hollering right now. I can try. Damn, it's like mad weed. I can try. This building over here. I don't think you're getting through, Papa. That car not fitting through there, Papa. That car is not fitting through there. We at a stalemate right now. This is what you call a Mexican standoff. You're not, I don't think you're gonna fit through there. Alright, okay. Okay. You think the police will leave? Ooh, chassis. There we go. Police, yes. La Jara.
Cocina Avenue.
¿Ah?
Quiero ir a Cocina Avenue.
Cocina Avenue? Yo creo que la otra allá.
La otra
Sí,
ya.
Cocina. Sí. Esta aquí es Stanley.
Yeah.
Y después la otra.
Okay.
Alright. Fucking guys asking for directions. You think the police right there, he asked the police first. You think the fucking police gonna help an old man with a disability like that find his way? Mind you, what he was looking for was literally a block away. And I know the police know the man, that's some fucked up shit. Block over. You can't tell him it's the next block over. Should have told him open all your finger. I don't know what you said there. But that's sad. The cop couldn't tell that man, yeah, what you're looking for is just the next block over there. And I'm pretty sure they know because when they get a call, they gotta know these streets like the back of the hand. They ain't got GPS. Fucking bitch, bro. That shit got me so tight. That's why nobody like him. Nobody like him. Oh, dust in my eye, bro. Foodstamps for EBT card. Yo, you know how many people be telling me that shit? I was on the app the other day where my name was Foodstamp Plug, and the host that I was watching was like, now why would you name yourself Foodstamp Plug? You know the FBI is gonna be investigating you. Like, do I care? The FBI is gonna investigate me. They're gonna investigate me and figure out I ain't the Foodstamp Plug. So I don't really care. Yo.
What you doing right now?
I'm looking for window gates.
Oh shit, huh?
I'm looking for window guards.
Looking for window guards.
Yeah.
To steal one?
Nah, to put it on the window.
Oh.
Imagine.
I was about to
So
say.
the building where they usually got them, I ain't see them there. So
Oh, you going around looking for them?
yeah.
Oh.
So the two buildings that went to them got them. Yeah, I remember we had stacks of them shit.
Facts. Cause I know I got a few at home being safe, but I don't know over here. The shit that what did I put for? Oh, stove. So I'm trying to disconnect the stove, but I ain't trying to break that pipe because that shit is a little wobbly.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to break that pipe. The shit that we used last time.
So I got the monkey wrench over there.
Monkey wrench.
I got
the small one.
It's about this big.
Nah, that's fine.
All right, bring it.
That's not the big shit.
All right, give me like 2 minutes. All right. Where you at? Yeah. FBI surveillance on the stream. They can surveil anything they want. People gotta realize that. Listen, let me tell you. Let me school you upon something. Let me school you. I can go to Google right now, right, and save 100 pictures of guns and 100 pictures of drugs. Post it on my social media and portray that all those guns and all those drugs are mine, right? Now, some dumbass is going to be like, well, why are you doing that? The FBI is going to investigate you. Why are you doing that? Bitch ass dumbass motherfuckers. While they're investigating me, because I'm posting all these drugs and guns, they're going to realize, hey, maybe this guy doesn't have these drugs or guns, because when we look into these pictures, you know the metadata that comes with these pictures, it'll tell you when the picture was taken, it'll tell you where the picture was uploaded to, it'll tell you where the picture was downloaded from. So while the feds are doing all these investigations, they're going to realize, hey, this guy doesn't have all these guns, this guy doesn't have all these drugs, because the metadata that we get from these photos show me that he downloaded it from Google and just posted it on his page. So I say that to say this: if I put my name Foodstamp Plug, does not warrant the FBI to come look into me because my name is Foodstamp Plug. I could put my name the Top Dog Killer. Does it mean I'm a really top dog killer? No. Just people with ignorant stuff to say, like, matter of fact, I got a hand tattoo. I showed this one guy my hand tattoo. You know what the motherfucker said to me? Oh, that's a bad place to get a tattoo, because what if you get locked up? You bitch ass ignorant motherfucker. Why would I go around my life trying to get locked up? Why would you even say that to somebody? Like I'm going out my way to do crimes and get locked up because I have a hand tattoo. Why can't I have a hand tattoo and be a normal fucking living citizen with a 9 to 5 who don't commit crimes? I hate ignorant people. Like, you can't get a tattoo because you have to worry about getting arrested. I got you right now. Like, huh? Smiley.
I know what's up.
I got these two right here. Big one and small one.
I don't think we used this one.
Yeah, probably the small one. But I probably use that to grip.
Yeah.
And then that one to
I'll be right back.
But yeah, too, I actually do have a Mexican style tattoo. I'm gonna show you right now. It's funny you say that, YouTube, but oh shit, a Mexican mafia tattoo. I'm gonna show you right now. Hold up. Why you get that? Why I get what? The Mexican? Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln as beard. Hold up. I'm gonna show you my Mexican tattoo, Rufio. I mean YouTuber. It's funny you say that shit. Because I do actually have Mexican, a Mexican cartel tattoo. Where is it? I got this over 23 years ago. When I was actually part of a Mexican gang. I was part of a Mexican gang many, many moons ago. Here, right here. That's the tattoo on my back. It's Jesus Christ with the skull. It's not. Nah, not yet. Oh yeah, with the ladder, yeah, my fault. So yeah, that's what I got on my back, Mexican style. Let's take this off. Alright, I have to take it off before somebody actually requests me for being down with the cartel. Were you a Latin King? Yes, I was a Latin King before. Somebody tried to actually make a joke about that. Or try to get me mad saying that I was a Latin King. I was part of a Mexican gang. That Santa Muerte tattoo. You're satanic, bro? No, that's not satanic. Oh my God. Dia de los Muertos. You know the Mexican holiday where they pay respect to their fallen family members and ancestors. That's what the tattoo is. I just didn't get all the tattoos on the face, like what they call it, sugar skulls. I didn't want that style, so I just said, yo, can you put like a real human skull instead of this sugar skull? And he said, whatever you want, you pay for it. So yeah. And then I got this one on my hand. I'm infatuated with skulls. I got the skull Jesus on my back. I got the skull tattoo right here. Yeah. No, it's not. It's Santa Muerte. What I got on my back? What I got on my back is Jesus. Well, yeah, you're right. My fault. Yeah, you're right. You're right. At this point, I just let everybody. You better get that covered ASAP. Why? Let me guess. You gotta get it covered just in case you go to prison, right? Oh my God. It's covered right now, YouTuber. It's covered right now with my shirts. Where else can I go? I'm supposed to be looking for something. Let me go this way. Let me ask my thing. That's a gang tattoo, son. This is not a gang tattoo. If it was a gang tattoo, it would need a couple of numbers in there, like a number 13, like a 1300, or like a MS on it or something. It's not a gang tattoo. I'm not a. Oh my God! Oh my God, bro! He said, Foodstamps. Are you a Christian? Christian, you must believe in Christ food. What's Christ food? You gotta be specific. Christ food. Christ food? I don't know what Christ food is. Let me take this turn. Four rides. What's Christ food? But am I a Christian? Do I believe in Jesus Christ performing miracles, giving sight to the blind, feeding a village with one fish? Do I believe in that stuff? I don't know. I wasn't alive to witness it. But do I believe there's a God who created everything? Yeah, I guess. Some people believe in God, like a being created all this. Some people believe in the Big Bang Theory. It's a lot of skepticism, you know. But I believe something created all this. Yeah. Do I believe it was a God? I don't know. Because we live in a science-based society. Everything is science and math. Are you like, no? Do you proclaim Christianity? No, I proclaim the human race. Something put us here. So I don't know. Again, we are science and math-based society. Going by science and going by math, it's kind of implausible for there to be a being in a space that wasn't created or not there, because I know there's three things you need to be physically somewhere. It's time, space, and something else. You know, going by what the good book says, it kind of doesn't make any sense to an extent. I always ask people who believe in Christ. I always ask them this question. And nobody could give me a good answer. And it's a simple question. It's not a trick question, because every time I ask this question, people think it's a trick question, like it's a right or wrong answer. And I hate people who think that way. But the question is, if God created the heavens and the earth at the same time, where was he, or where was it? Because God is not he nor she. So where was this entity of God? Was it like, where was he physically? Where was this energy at? Because if there was no heavens and earth, where can you be to create this? You have to be somewhere. You can't be in a void. A void is nothing. So if you're in a void of nothing, how can you create something in the void of nothing? So that's why I draw some skepticism. And nobody has really, well, I'm guessing I'm looking for the answers in people who don't know the answer. But I always ask that question. Where was God when he created the heavens and the earth? He had to be somewhere. So, quantum computing, there's nothing to compute back then. When you say computing, you must be talking about computers. Computers weren't invented, so what's computing? See what I'm saying? Let me mess with this lady. God is in another dimension. But how you in another dimension and you create here? There's no way. You going to work?
Yeah.
Good.
Be home at 7.
Oh, damn. Like, let's say, when humans create babies, right? When humans create babies, where do we create them? We create them in the womb, right? That's where the sperm meets up with the egg, and life is created in the womb. Now you can have artificial wombs in science labs, but that's still a place. It's still a physical place, the womb. How can you create a baby without, let's say, an artificial womb, or without a womb, period? It's nowhere, there's no animal on this planet that could create life without it being somewhere first. birds on the side of an egg. You feel me? They're forming the side of an egg. Can you form a bird without an egg? You can, artificially in the lab, but think about it. If everything on this planet has to be created within something, it has to be created within something, whether it's an artificial womb or an actual womb from a human, it has to be created in something. How can something that's outside create something in it's impossible. That's why I draw, there's a blurred line within religion. And that's a question that nobody has ever answered. Even scholars, like, as a matter of fact, one scholar kind of answered it, but he didn't answer it all the way because, that leaves faith. People have faith. Like, you could tell them, oh, this didn't happen because certain circumstances, but faith is going to allow them to still believe in it. So you can't really tell nobody shit. I know I ranted real quick about that question about Christianity, but am I a Christian under the umbrella? I say under the umbrella of Christianity, yes. But to believe in a guy walking on water and a being created all this, meanwhile he wasn't here, he was in a different dimension, doesn't make sense because think about it. The universe is how many billion years old? Billions of years old, right? And in those billions of years of the universe being created, ain't none of these motherfuckers show their face. Ain't no motherfucker show their face. And now, if you think about Christianity, I can ask you, hey, did not Jesus, but did God create aliens? And an idiot, see, that's the next question. You ask somebody who's Christian, be like, yo, did God create aliens? No, he didn't create aliens. No, he didn't create them. Some Christians would say that. But then when you read the Bible, it says God created everything in the universe. So think about it. If God created the heavens and the earth, basically saying the planets, you mean to tell me he didn't create aliens too? It's impossible. So, and then it brings me back to this. If God created us in his image, this human form, I guess, why do we depict aliens as looking different from us? Again, going back to the Bible, God created everything on earth and in the universe, but he created aliens to look different. So which one is in his image? Us as humans or aliens? Again, nobody can answer that. Some people say aliens are demonic entities, but then that means God created them too. I never heard the story of the devil having power or authority to create things like that, to create demons and all of that stuff. That's why I draw the line of actually, do you believe in magic? I don't know. That's just my shit. We are aliens. God created heaven and hell. Why would no? Who said he created hell? That's another thing right there that doesn't make sense. You gotta start using logic. There was a famous comedian who even made a joke about that. That why would God love you so much? Why would God love you so much but send you to hell when you do something wrong? Think about it. Us as parents, if our child does something wrong, we punish them, right? But we're not gonna damn them to hell. But why would God, who loves us so, banish his children to hell? It doesn't sound so loving to me. But then, didn't he destroy the earth a couple of times? I'm just saying, like, didn't he destroy shit? But they're not bringing that up, YouTubers. Bringing that shit up. Peep this. Because it's documented. What happened first? Did Noah's flood happen? Peep this. This is another question I like to bring up. So, was it Noah's flood? Or was it the Epic of Gilgamesh? Like which flood is the real flood? Was it Noah's flood or the Epic of Gilgamesh flood that destroyed the earth? It's too many things to be like, oh, this one is true, but this one is fake. That's why you gotta use common sense, bro. Too much fairy tales. What's important to follow? What Jesus preached, just like he created fire and water. Who created fire and water? Weren't the cavemen and Neanderthals before Jesus Christ? So how did Jesus Christ create fire and water? Jesus is the answer. Yeah, he's the answer to some people. But even that you can't believe. You can't even believe that, YouTuber, because which Jesus is the answer? Is it the white Jesus or the black Jesus? You feel me? So which one? And that's another thing. Everybody screams Jesus Christ, but what is he? Was he black? Was he fair skinned? Did he look like did he look Arabic? You know, so what is he? Is he dark skinned? Is he light skinned? Did he have green eyes? Did he have brown eyes? Like, and I've even heard, matter of fact, yeah, again, I wish, I can't say half the shit I want to say on YouTube, because YouTube is fucking pussy. Jesus was God. No, Jesus was not God. Jesus is your pathway to God. Jesus, never in the Bible did Jesus say he was God either. Or nowhere in the Bible did anyone say Jesus was God. He said he was the Son of God. Because again, why would God create Jesus and make him God? Like God per se doesn't have a skin tone. God per se doesn't have a sex. Never nowhere in the Bible does it say God had a skin tone. Then he say he had a sex. And then he said he was 5 feet 4 inches tall. So how do we even know? How do we even know? Just because the Bible said God created us in his image. Some people say that God is black. I don't know. Why would God make himself black? God created the trees. That doesn't say that God is a tree. But to say that God is black or believe it is far-fetched. Or do we misconstrue the word God? God is the creator, okay, yes, but to be an actual being, like, nah, bro. It's crazy. And science kind of proves otherwise, bro. Science proves otherwise. And then people say the stupidest shit too, like, oh, science is wrong. Science doesn't know anything about, God and stuff. Like some people like to use that the science is wrong when it benefits them. But when they get sick, who's the first thing they run to? They run to science. They run to science to cure them. They run to science to fix a broken bone. They run to science for everything. I don't see not one person when they get sick, a broken bone, a broken back, been in a terrible car accident, their arm is hanging off their body. I've never seen nobody go straight to a church and pray to God to help them. I always see them run straight to the hospital. I'm just saying, science is not always right. Yes, it is. Yo, YouTuber, you're never wrong in science. You can never be wrong in science. Even the wrong question and the wrong answer always leads to the right answer and right question in science. That's what hypotheses are. You ask a question, And then that one question opens up a floodgate to other possibilities in science. That's how you get your answer. You always get your right answer from a wrong answer in science. So that's what I'm saying. You can never be wrong in science. You might be wrong at the time, but you always lead to the right answer. That's the good thing about science. There's no right and wrong. Because if you never got the wrong answer, how would you know it's the wrong answer? Think about it. It will only be the wrong answer until you find the right answer. I'm just saying, logically, you won't get the right answer until you get a wrong answer. Please talk about yourself, please. What do you want to talk? Ask me a question about myself, I answer it. Did you truth the science? Yeah, I've truth the science. You could truth the science all the time, bro. What do you mean, did you truth the science? Yes. Yes, I truth the science. This is how you truth the science. Let me show you how to truth science and math. If I need to create a dam, I need to do the math and science to create a wall that's going to hold millions and millions of tons of water. How you get that answer to that? You get that answer from math and science. Are people like going into a certain place and like, are they praying, God, please give me the mathematical equation so I can build this dam the right way? No. Now don't get me wrong, people have faith. Yes, people have faith. I'm not trying to talk down on no religion, but I'm talking about logically. Math and science helps building. These buildings that I'm driving past was math and science. Nobody got together in the room and prayed to God and said, hey God, can you build these buildings for me? It's math and science. When you get sick, doctors take your blood, they run it through some tests, they find out what's making you sick. They don't go to a room and say, God, please let us know why is this person sick. So, again, people have faith that when they pass away, they're going to go into this beautiful paradise. Okay. I don't know, bro. Science is not the truth way of God. I don't know. Just because science is right doesn't mean it can't be wrong. I never said it could be wrong. I actually said science can be wrong and right at the same time, because you got to get the wrong answers to find your way to the right answers, and that's science. How you doing? That's how science works. Come up with your hypotheses, and then you figure it out after that, bro. I'm pretty sure the guy who invented the light bulb messed up 100 times until he got it right. You feel me? So now, if you say that religion is real, like Jesus Christ and God, there's some people who believe in witchcraft. So now, how can you have a God and all this stuff, and then witchcraft exists? Think about it. How can witchcraft exist if God created all of this? That would kind of mean, that would kind of mean that God created witchcraft too. And now, if somebody's going to say, no, he didn't create witchcraft because that's devil stuff, but didn't God create the devil too? Or Satan too? Or the idea of Satan? God created all this stuff. Even the negative stuff that people want to bring and say, God created that shit too. Don't blame everything on the devil. Oh, that was the devil who created that. I don't think God, the creator of everything on earth, gave the devil that much power that he could create stuff too. That shit don't even make sense. I'm the high almighty. I'm the alpha and omega. I'm the top dog in this. How you doing? I'm the top dog in this. I run this shit here. That's what God is saying. I created all this. But let me give this guy over here the same power too. Who would do that? Who would do that? I created all this. Let me create an enemy for myself because I'm bored. Snap his fingers. Satan was created. Who would do that? Who would do that? God created everything. It's up to us. Yes, it's up to us, humans. There's no devil in play here. It's us. So you try to say we're the devil? No. We choose. This don't got nothing to do with the devil. Alright, so put it like this. Before the devil was created, Lucifer was created. Because there was a time before there was, a time on earth before religion took over anything. Like I say, when the cavemen were around. So who saved the cavemen? Were the cavemen living in sin because there was no Jesus Christ at the time? No one told them about God and Jesus Christ. So the cavemen live in sin? Did all the cavemen that were on earth before the theory of God was created, or Jesus Christ or Satan, did they all die and go to hell because nobody taught them about Jesus and the way to God in heaven? Think about it, guys. Oh my God, that alone right there draws a lot of questions. So you mean to tell me if I don't recognize Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior, I won't be able to enter heaven? There's a whole bunch of Neanderthals, cavemen, Homo sapiens who didn't learn about God or Jesus Christ. You mean to tell me they burning in hell right now because they never got the word of God? Meanwhile, God created them. Think about that right there. Cavemen were missed, but they found bones of cavemen, bro. They were actually... what did he say? Cavemen were a myth. They were actually during the time of Egypt. How can bones survive millions of years? Bones could survive millions of years when they underground, away from moisture and the elements. That's how you find mummies. Hey, you should not be drinking your own piss. Actually, if you have to survive, you will drink your own piss. You feel me? But yeah, YouTuber. There's a lot of questions that might kind of make you speculate how we got on this planet. Christ is King. I guess we won't know until he comes back. YouTuber. They say he's been coming back for a couple of thousand years already, and there's people who died waiting for him. I invite you to join us, Foodstamps. Join who? I don't want to join you. Everybody has their way to Christ, and I like the way I'm going right now. Feel me? I got a long ass eyelash that I can see. Pick up the Bible and read a little bit of it every day. No. Matter of fact, going back to what you said, that the cavemen weren't here. So you mean to tell me, since you brought up Egypt, so you mean to tell me, because the Egyptian civilization was what? 2,025 years ago? So you mean to tell me that humans are 2,500 years old? It's impossible. $2,025 years old, but then they found the first human type skeleton, which was Lucy, that predated religion by a couple of hundreds of thousands of years. I don't get it. So Lucy, the first skeleton remains that they found of like human type creatures on Earth. Nobody, come on, bro. Before Christianity was even on this planet, the people who didn't know about Jesus Christ, are they in hell? Nobody could answer that question. No religious person. I've been Roman Catholic. I've been Pentecostal. None of those churches have ever told me or answered that question for me. So before Christianity was here, anybody before that automatically went to hell? No, bro. That doesn't make sense. Why would God create them to go to hell automatically? That shit don't even sound right. Here we go. Those burn bones would be petrified. It depends on where, because how would they be petrified if, let's say, they were under ice for a couple of millions of years? Nothing really decays in ice. Everything freaking stays the way it is in ice. So what do you say when they, especially here in New York, when they be digging up construction sites to build buildings and stuff, and they come across and they find like because this happened in New York where they dig up for foundations and they find woolly mammoth skeletons there. You mean to tell me the woolly mammoth that they found is fake? Because you're saying, going by what your logic is, the bones wouldn't last. But again, I'm from New York. I've seen this. They dug up for foundations and found woolly mammoth bones. They found a T-Rex skull. Like what, 15 years ago? I don't know. It's not making no sense. Come on now. Those burns. Yo. XHX was popping. You remember me? The name kind of looks familiar. But yeah, YouTuber, come on, bro. Come on, bro. What about the tar pits in California? They found these saber-toothed tigers. Are those fake because they were dead and they weren't supposed to last and be found or survive? And how long ago was the saber-toothed tiger on this planet? Millions of years ago, bro. Millions. But we found the bones. Yo. I think somewhere they have the skull. Is it the Virgin Mary? Is it? I think Jesus Christ's mom. They just have the skull. Like, yo, where's everybody's fucking? Yo? That's another question. Because I heard the stories of how the 12 disciples, how they all were killed. Some of them were hung upside down. Some of them got their flesh ripped off of them. Where are the grave sites of all these people? Like, they have the tomb of Jesus Christ, or where they put his body and stuff. But where's the burial plots for everybody else? Like the 12 disciples. Where's Joseph? Jesus' dad. Where's his burial site? Where's his mom's burial site? Where's where's Mary Magdalene? Where's her burial site? Like, do they have actual physical burial sites for these people? That's the next question. Because you could find King Tut's. You can find King Tut's remains. You can Cleopatra's remains, but you can't find none of these other people. Matter of fact, YouTuber, and this is another thing. This is another good question. Heaven is supposed to be a spiritual place, right? Meaning that when we die physically here on earth, our energy or spirit goes to heaven if we are granted the permission to go to heaven, right? Right? Come on. In the Bible, I forgot who they was. It was somebody. It was somebody. It was a human. It wasn't Enoch. It was somebody's great grandfather. I think it was Noah's grandfather, great grandfather. That they allowed into heaven. I don't remember how the story goes, but I know they let somebody physical's a human being that was walking on earth. They let him into heaven. I might be wrong, but I remember there was a story in the Bible saying some shit like that. How can you let a physical body into a spiritual realm? Meaning, if it's a spiritual realm, there wouldn't be anything like this, like a ground. Like it's a spiritual realm. How you let a physical body into a physical it doesn't make sense, bro. Basically, how do you let a physical body that's not dead into heaven? I don't know. Have you watched Stargate? I've seen Stargate. It's possible, but how? It's not possible. It's spiritual. Meaning, like if spirits and ghosts are supposed to be invisible, like when they say a spirit possesses somebody, a spirit is not physical where you can touch it, right? So how does something non-physical get into a physical body, and vice versa? How does a physical body go into somewhere spiritual? It doesn't make sense. Like, this is matter. This is atoms. This is something. How can you let flesh into something that it doesn't make sense, bro? Can a human go into water like a fish and survive? No, humans cannot go into water and swim with the fishes. It's not physically possible. Can you take a human and let him fly at high altitudes like a vulture? No, a human cannot do that. Why? Because the air is thin up there. He would die. So what makes you think a human can actually go to heaven and survive? Humans breathe oxygen, right? There's no oxygen in the spiritual realm. Humans have to eat food to survive, because that's the way we're physically made. That's the way God created us. So why would God invite us to a spiritual realm where there's no water for us to drink or food for us to drink? Remember, we come into He's letting us in this spiritual realm in physical form. That's not possible. What are we eating up there? What are we drinking up there? Now you might say, oh, you don't need to eat or drink up there, so then why would God create us to eat and drink? Why would God create us to eat and drink, but invite us to a place where we don't have to eat or drink? Why wouldn't He just make us not to eat or drink? There's a whole bunch of possibilities and a million questions you can ask. Humans can fly. There's other dimensions that happen parallel to ours. Where's the proof? We exist in other dimensions simultaneously. Well, there's no proof of this, though. These are all theories. All theories. There's no physical proof of other dimensions. Because no one's ever been there, and no one's ever come back to tell us that, yes, I've been in the fifth dimension. So I don't want to hear that bullshit. Oh, there's a fourth and fifth dimension. Well, I don't see no proof of it. I don't see no proof. So now, if you can't prove to me, if you can't give me solid evidence of fifth or fourth dimension, how am I supposed to believe that there's a heaven and hell? You can't even prove to me that there's a fifth dimension. You can't even prove it, so how can you prove there's a heaven and hell? There's no way. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. All this stuff draws questions that no one has answers to. So if we don't have answers to these questions, why and how am I supposed to believe any of this? No one's been to the sun, but it exists. No one's been to the sun, but it exists. How do you even know it exists? Some people say that the sun is 6 million miles away and that we live in a ball. Some say the earth is flat and that the sun and the moon is stationary. Again, how you believe all this stuff is real? You can't say the sun is real and then say you live on the flat earth. It doesn't make sense. Or you say, oh yeah, the sun is real, 6 million miles away. But then another person says, no, we live on the flat earth in the dome and the sun is stationary. Who do you believe at that point, YouTuber? You see what I'm saying? You can say all that bullshit, but it's just going to draw more questions. You see? Now, if the sun is real, the way they say it's real, 6 million something miles away from Earth, they have videos and pictures of clouds in front of the sun and behind the sun. Again, they have videos and pictures of clouds in front of the moon and behind the moon. But then you're going to tell me, oh, the sun is 6 million miles away and it's real because you feel the heat and you can see when you look up to it. Okay. All right. But then if you say that, YouTuber, I can tell you right now, do you not trust the science? That's what I'm saying. Science told us that we live on a flat earth. No, the Bible tells us that we live in a flat earth and we live in a dome. There are some science models that prove that we can live on a flat earth and then the sun and the moon can work on the flat earth model. The 4 seasons can also work on the flat earth model. But now, you're going to tell me that that's fake?
Oh, you had a light.
Nah, I had to get it from my talk. Yeah. You feel me? Come on, bro. And actually, the globe model was only created not so long ago. So why should we even believe it? And plus, going back to, let's take it back to religion. Let's take this back to religion, bro. Right? When you look at the Bible, when somewhere in Genesis where it said that God created the heavens and the earth, it also said that God only created the earth and the stars. Nowhere in the Bible says that he created the earth and every other planet. It just says earth and stars. It doesn't say planets. So what do you say then, YouTuber? Come on. Everything is going to lead to other questions, bro. Come on, bro. And then again, since we're talking about him creating the planets and the stars, some people are going to say that he didn't create aliens, but then I'm going to say, but in the Bible it says God created everything in the universe, so why wouldn't he create aliens? But then they're going to say in the Bible that God created humans in the image of him. But then I'm gonna say, but wait, God created aliens too. Aliens look hella different than humans. So which image did he create us in? Of his image, what image is it? Is it an alien, tall, gray with big eyes, or humanoids, human beings like us? It's too many questions, bro. Too many questions but no answers. And if God created us in his image, bro, we all look different. Why wouldn't we all look the same? Why wouldn't we all just have green eyes? Why wouldn't we all just have brown hair? Why wouldn't all of us just be a maximum of 6 feet? Like, you can't create us in his image and we all look different. It logically doesn't even sound right. And everyone, the image is our I can't even say that word. But nah, it's too many questions and little answers, bro. Nah, but don't get me wrong. I hope that the day I pass from this earth, my spirit, my energy goes to a higher realm. But it's too much shit to question. Too many things to question, and nobody has answers to the questions. So it kind of leaves you, why should I follow something where the answers I seek aren't really definitive answers? It's always a guessing game, or you gotta have faith. Like, I have faith that the clock is gonna hit 6 o'clock and I get to go home. It happens every day. Some people have faith that Jesus Christ is going to come tomorrow. Some people live their whole life waiting for that man to come back, and he's never come back. So, I don't know. Like my great-grandmother, she died waiting for him. And people told her when she was young, when she was a little kid, he's going to come back. Christ is the way. Yeah, it is the way, yes. Christ is the way. His teachings are the way. Let's say that. Yeah, no, he loves me. The teachings teach me that he loves me. But the story of the man is kind of far-fetched because I don't know, bro. It's far-fetched, bro. I don't know what you want me to say. I don't know. What's good, man? I don't know. Chilling. What time is this? Oh, it's my lunch time. Oh, past my lunch time. Shit.
Who gets last night?
Anyways, I'm gonna have lunch now. Me too.
The Mets suck, son.
Yeah, that's
When they needed that game, son. That was it, man.
Have your lunch, YouTuber. Well, you have your lunch. Pray to the Almighty, Krishna. That's the next question. That's the next question. YouTuber. Good conversation, bro. Good conversation. I'm about to get me some food too. Matter of fact, let me do this window gate and then eat some food. Yo, I'm gonna check y'all later. Peace out.